The air shimmered with golden light as Alara hovered over the enchanted glade, her wings beating gently. The fairy realm was alive with the hum of magic, glowing rivers, whispering trees, and stars that danced across the sky. It was perfect. It was home. But all it took was one mistake to lose everything. Alara had always been adventurous, always eager to explore. That night, she had wandered too close to the boundary between worlds, a place no fairy was allowed to go. A strange pull tugged at her magic, and before she could react, a hidden portal opened beneath her. She screamed as she was sucked into darkness. The light of her realm vanished, replaced by cold air and blinding city lights. Alara crashed into a human alleyway, her body weak, her magic flickering like a dying candle. Her wings, once radiant and strong, were fading. She tried to summon her magic, but the human world was suffocating it. She was trapped. Terrified, she stumbled into the streets, overwhelmed by the towering buildings, the roar of cars, and the strange, scent-filled air. Humans rushed past her, oblivious to the lost fairy in their midst. Her heart pounded. If she didn't find a way back soon, her magic would wither completely, and she would be stuck here forever. Then, a voice. "Hey, are you okay?" She turned to see a young man staring at her, curious but concerned. And just like that, her fate in the human world began. Leo had seen a lot of strange things in the city, but a girl with glowing eyes and a dress that shimmered like stardust was not one of them. Alara hesitated, unsure if she could trust a human, but she had no choice. She had nowhere to go. Weak and desperate, she whispered, "I need to find a way home." Leo took her in, offering shelter in his small but cozy apartment. At first, Alara was horrified by the human world. There was no magic, no whispering trees, no starlit rivers. Everything felt dull, heavy. But soon, she began to see things differently. Leo introduced her to books, music, and art, things humans used to create their own kind of magic. She watched as people painted, danced, and built things with nothing but their hands. It fascinated her. Yet, as time passed, her magic continued to fade. The longer she stayed, the harder it would be to return. Desperate, she searched for any trace of magic left in this world. Legends spoke of ancient doorways hidden in forgotten places, gateways that could lead her back. But finding them would not be easy. And there were those who did not want her to succeed. The Shadow Society had been watching. A secret group of humans who had long sought the power of magical beings. And now, they had found one. Alara had sensed it before she saw them, the creeping darkness, the feeling of being watched. The Shadow Society had discovered her presence, and they were closing in. Late one night, as she and Leo searched for an ancient gateway rumored to exist beneath the city, the attack came. Dark cloaked figures emerged from the shadows, their eyes gleaming with unnatural hunger. "You don't belong here, little fairy," one of them hissed. "But we'll make good use of your magic." Alara's heart pounded. She tried to fly, but her weakened wings barely lifted her. Leo grabbed her hand, pulling her through the maze of alleyways. "Keep running," he shouted. They barely escaped, finding refuge in an abandoned library, one of the last places the Shadow Society wouldn't think to search. Breathless, Alara turned to Leo. "I need to find the gatekeeper," she said. Leo frowned. "Who?" "The one who guards the last passage between worlds." It was their only hope. But reaching the gatekeeper would be nearly impossible. The Shadow Society would not stop hunting her. Time was running out, and worst of all, Alara could feel it. If she didn't return soon, she would lose her wings forever. The final gateway lay hidden deep in the city, beneath an ancient cathedral long forgotten by time. Legends whispered of a secret door, sealed by magic, that only a true fairy could open. Alara and Leo hurried through the rain-soaked streets, the Shadow Society close behind. Every second counted. At last, they reached the cathedral. The great stone doors loomed before them, etched with symbols Alara recognized from her world. "This is it," she breathed. But the moment she touched the door, the Shadow Society arrived. "You can't leave," their leader growled. "The magic of your kind belongs to us now." Alara turned to Leo. "Go. They're after me, not you." But Leo stood firm. "I'm not leaving you." The Shadow Society lunged. Leo fought to keep them back as Alara pressed her hand to the stone. She whispered the ancient words of her people, pouring what little magic she had left into the seal. A crack of thunder split the air. The door groaned and slowly began to open. But just as Alara stepped forward, a hand grabbed her wrist. The leader of the Shadow Society held her tightly, his grip like iron. You're not going anywhere. Alara gasped. Her magic was nearly gone. She was too weak. Then, without hesitation, Leo did the unthinkable. He grabbed the leader and pulled him back, breaking his hold on Alara. Go, he shouted. Alara hesitated, her heart aching. Leo, now. With one last, desperate look, she stepped through the doorway. A blinding light engulfed her. The last thing she saw was Leo's face, filled with determination. Then, the human world vanished. Alara awoke in the enchanted glade, her wings restored, her magic burning bright once more. She was home, but as she looked at the stars, she knew she would never forget Leo. He had shown her that even in a world without magic, there was still courage, kindness, and wonder. And one day, somehow, she would find a way to see him again.